I feel like I'm losing my mind. Is everybody in the world blind?
Imagine if a single K-pop idol not only dominated Asia, but was also appointed as the central figure in the UK music industry. Sound like a grand strategy? Perfectly so, because that's exactly what HYBE is doing through BTS's Taehyung. HYBE, the giant agency that houses BTS, has once again demonstrated its major move to expand its global influence. This time, the focus is on one of BTS's members, known for his unique baritone voice, extraordinary charisma, and undeniable appeal. Kimtaehyung, better known as BTS's V. According to a recent report, HYBE is now focusing its global strategy on making Taehyung a key pillar in building dominance in the UK music industry. This move didn't just come out of nowhere, but the result of a lengthy analysis of Taehyung's potential, characteristics, and the strength of his personal branding in the international market. For many observers, the UK is more than just a destination. It's home to a rich musical history, from the Beatles to Queen to Adele to Ed Sheeran. By making Taehyung the focal point there, HYBE seems to want to emphasize that K-pop isn't just confined to the Asian or American stage, but must also establish a strong influence in the homeland of various global music legends. The big question that arises is, why Taehyung? The answer is simple yet profound. Taehyung possesses a uniqueness rarely found in the global music industry. His deep voice lends a distinct color, while his musical style is often praised for its elegant blend of jazz, soul, and pop. Taehyung is considered not just a singer, but a true artist with the ability to create emotional nuances that touch listeners. Furthermore, Taehyung's warm yet mysterious persona gives him cross-cultural appeal. In the UK, the public is accustomed to artists with artistic depth, and Taehyung, with works like Layover, has proven that he can be accepted even by the notoriously critical Western music market. HYBE itself appears to have prepared a long-term strategy. Its main focus is introducing Taehyung in various international collaborations, maximizing promotion through European music festivals, and establishing partnerships with major labels and producers in the UK. There's speculation that HYBE is even arranging an exclusive project for Taehyung in London, a city long known as the heart of the European music industry. If true, this would be a monumental move, marking a new phase in Taehyung's solo career. HYBE isn't just about music. It's also aware of the power of Taehyung's visuals. His presence in the fashion world, which has frequently garnered global attention through luxury brands, could be a gateway to strengthening his position in the European market. This means HYBE isn't just building Taehyung as a singer, but also as a global pop culture icon. This move will undoubtedly have broader implications. By HYBE positioning Taehyung as a key pillar in the UK, BTS as a whole is further strengthened as a group that not only dominates, but also boasts members with extraordinary individual influence. Furthermore, the K-pop industry in general will also be boosted. If Taehyung succeeds in establishing his influence in the UK, it will pave the way for other K-pop artists to be more easily accepted in Europe. In other words, Taehyung is becoming a golden bridge connecting K-pop to the global music industry. Undeniably, ARMY immediately reacted strongly to this news. Social media was filled with speculation, hope, and even full support for Taehyung. Many believed he was the perfect choice for this significant role. Meanwhile, British media outlets were also starting to take notice. Several music critics called Taehyung the next global baritone voice, who could set a new trend in the international music industry. This support from Western media certainly gave HYBE the energy to become even more confident in its move. Looking back at BTS's journey, each member certainly has a distinct identity. However, HYBE's decision to highlight Taehyung specifically in the UK is inextricably linked to his solo career over the past few years. The album Layover, for example, was a significant turning point. It not only achieved high success on the Korean and American charts, but also captured attention in the European market. For many music critics, Layover is more than just another K-pop album. Songs like Love Me Again and Slow Dancing are considered to have a universal feel that can be enjoyed across language barriers. That's why, when the album was released, Many fans in the UK felt that Taehyung's work had a strong, Western touch, without losing his identity as a Korean artist. This is where HYBE seized the momentum. They saw Taehyung's uniqueness, which could bridge two musical worlds, Korea, with its emotional and energetic characteristics, and the UK, with its reputation as a center for more experimental and artistic music. When we talk about the Korean entertainment industry, the term Hallyu is inextricably linked. HYBE's move could be considered an advanced soft power strategy. It's no longer just about bringing Korean music to the world, but rather about integrating Korean artists into the Western music scene as mainstream players. Taehyung was chosen because he has the ability to resonate with British audiences without feeling forced. His charisma is natural, his music is authentic, and his image aligns with what the European market often values: artistic, elegant, yet full of character. London is expected to be a major starting point for this project. There's strong speculation that HYBE is planning a special concert or a grand collaboration at an iconic venue like the O2 Arena or Royal Albert Hall. If it happens, this would be a milestone. Imagine Taehyung standing on stage with his distinctive baritone voice, performing songs that are not just Korean hits, but also international masterpieces that exemplify global quality. Such a moment could break down the divide between K-pop fans and more conservative British music lovers. HYBE's strategy likely also involves collaborations. Taehyung has long been known to be a fan of jazz and soul music. In the UK itself, many musicians are pursuing a similar path. Names like Sam Smith, James Blake, or even Adele are often mentioned by fans as ideal candidates to duet with Taehyung. This kind of cross-cultural collaboration would not only broaden Taehyung's musical reach, but also affirm that K-pop is no longer just a foreign genre, but part of the mainstream global music industry. HYBE's decision is certainly not just about Taehyung. If this strategy succeeds, it will have a major domino effect on the K-pop industry as a whole. The next generation of artists will be more easily accepted in Europe, major labels will be more open to collaborating with Korean idols, and the notoriously critical British public will have a new standard for Asian music. This means that Taehyung isn't just carrying his own name. He carries the symbol, the face of K-pop, and the historical burden of BTS, which has proven to be a global phenomenon. Of course, not everyone is immediately receptive. Some in the British media are notoriously skeptical of the K-pop wave. Some believe that Korea's dominance is too rapid and too massive. However, many young music fans in the UK have enthusiastically welcomed this move. They see Taehyung as a different kind of artist, not just a pop star, but a musician with emotional depth. This is what will likely make him last longer in the UK market than other artists who merely appear as fleeting trends. HYBE has already announced their big plans. However, the journey is only just beginning. In the next year or two, we might see Taehyung performing at UK music festivals like Glastonbury or British Summertime, exclusive collaborations with world-class British singers or producers, iconic performances at European music award shows, which will further cement his status as a global artist. If all goes according to plan, it's possible that Taehyung will be remembered as the first K-pop artist to truly become a mainstay of the UK music industry. And when music history writes a new chapter in the globalization of entertainment, Taehyung's name may be recorded not just as a K-pop idol, but as a global icon who conquered the UK with his voice and charm.